about wearing fake labels. So Jason Lee did an interview with Marlo Hampton talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta and the girls. And y'all know Marlo is going to find some reason to shade a cast member that she doesn't like. And this, you know, this time it had to be a little bit of Drew. She threw a little shade at Drew, and then she threw some shade at Kandi. Because she's been throwing shade at Kandi in interviews and stuff. But Jason Lee tried to bait her, and Jason Lee said that a little birdie told him that Kandi be wearing fake labels. Now, you all know that Jason Lee and Kandi, they have some type of beef situation going on or whatever. And Jason Lee said a little birdie told him that Kandi be wearing fake labels. And Marlo was like, huh? Like, she was shocked. You could tell Marlo was like, huh? Fake label? I ain't heard that. And I don't think Marlo was agreeing. To me, Marlo didn't seem like she was agreeing to it. Like, yeah, girl, I got some shady stuff to say about Kandi, but fake labels. Now, get this. When the girls, because Drew on this last episode of Housewives of Atlanta had on the Fendi, like, I don't know if it was her or Sheree. I hate when y'all be wearing the Fendi Balenciaga print everywhere. That, it looks tacky as hell. Like, just find a cute shirt or cute whatever. It doesn't have to be Fendi, like Louis, whatever. Louis and Gucci, Prada, pop them tags. Like, y'all don't have to wear all of the print. It be looking tacky. It looks like y'all do entirely too much. It looks like entirely too much. So, Jason Lee blames it on the cheap Deleon and Lemonade, and said that Tamar was the one that told him that Kandi be wearing fake labels. Now, Tamar got on social media and she said that she never said nothing like that, and she's focused on healing and all of the energies and all of the other stuff, and she's not interested. I believe Tamar said that. Tamar can put this energies and put them Uno cards up and do all the moon crystal magic. Tamar has a history of like doing stuff like that. She ain't learned. She still every so often still some slight homophobia here, some slight shade here, throwing shade at Lonnie Love, still talking about her being fired from The Real. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she said that about Kandi. And this is the second time that Jason Lee has thrown Tamar under the bus. This is the second time, Tamar, that he done called you into some mess. And what's interesting about this is Jason Lee is able to be way more messy now that he's lost weight and he's thinner than he was when he was fat. When he was fat, the girls was not messing with him. He was still messy. He was still doing things. He was still running Hollywood Unlocked and all the other stuff. But since Jason Lee has lost weight, his career has like jumped off. Like, it has went up. Like, the girls was not messing with him now. And there is no filter, there's no guardrails, there's no nothing, because he has more access to social capital. Like, he is more desirable, he is thinner, he's already light skinned, so he can get away with like doing some stuff. Like, versus when he was fat, he was like, they were dragging him, they wasn't interested. But now folks can't help it. Like, I don't know why people are interviewing Jason Lee. I don't know what Jason Lee must got messed on everybody. He must, like, I don't understand it. I can see Marlo going on an interview, but I don't understand why Rihanna's friends with him. I don't understand why other folks is friends with him. I don't know. Like, Tamar Braxton, that's on you. That's what you get. And I believe you said that. I don't think Jason Lee lied about that. And Jason Lee posted and said, I do a lot of stuff on the internet, but a lie, I don't do it. Who cares if Kandi is wearing fake labels? Who cares? Like, Kandi can do whatever she wants. I don't care about the fake label stuff at this point. My name is not La Roach. I'm not asking for raise your sketch. Do whatever you need to do to look good. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm just over the labels. These folks charging way too much for this stupid anyway. So do what you got to do to make yourself feel happy. But I don't think Candi's wearing fake labels. I don't see Kandi wearing fake labels. I've seen her wear like Fendi and the stuff, but it just looks tacky, but I don't think it's fake. But she's not the only one. Everybody else, Sheree has done it a couple of times. I think Sonya did it. All the housewives. The only one who really doesn't just have the like Fendi stuff and the whatever. I think it's Marlo a little bit. Like, she'll have on labels, but it's not like completely obvious. I don't know. Marlo, she be looking good in the confessionals and stuff to me. Like, the big Wakanda earrings, I love them. Even though I didn't like her in them. But, you know, the girls, all of them. Even on the other shows, Married to Medicine, even on Basketball Wives, they love the little, I'm rich, look at the labels situation. So designer labels, fake labels, girl, it don't matter. Kandi got enough coin to be able to buy some real labels, so what does it really matter? Period. So Ja Morant is back in the news. There's a video going around the internet, social media, of him in the car with one of his friends or whatever, and he's waving a gun and a pistol in the air. He just can't help himself. And the girls on Twitter have been chewing Ja Morant up. They've been like, he just is in love with guns. He just can't help himself. Now, what's funny about this is, like, people saying, like, Ja Morant is not even, like, the culture that he's, like, you know, doing, he's not even from the hood. Like, it's not even his background and stuff. Like, it ain't like he came from the hood and is doing that. It's like, girl, like, what's going on? So I think it's a lot of things happening in this conversation, and buckle your seatbelts because we're going to get into it. One, I do think that Ja Morant is surrounded by clout-chasing friends and family. I think that that's what's happening. Like, I don't understand why your friend needs to record you out. Like, I know this is like a very simple thing to do, like, hey, I'm with my friends, but it's like, hey, like, you know, I know you're a celebrity, you just take a picture, but like, let's enjoy ourselves, da da da, like, let's do that. But they make sure to put the camera on him. Like, they just make sure to put the camera on him, and he has to be understanding of that. Also, Ja Morant is young as hell. This boy's in his like early 20s. He's making more money than a lot of us will see in our lifetimes. And it's the most money someone his age, you know, like folks don't see, his age do not see, especially being black, don't see that type of money. And he's also young, so he's not mature yet. He's not mature yet. And also, I think a lot of respectability and anti-blackness is playing a part in this. I've already did a video talking about, you know, the reason why they're being so heavy critical on him, because he does resemble, quote unquote, the image of a thug, the locks. So someone mentioned on Twitter what he needs to do to clean up his image, and someone said, oh, he needs to cut off his hair and, you know, grow them waves out, brush their hair. And I'm just like, girl, I always knew when, like, let me tell you something. There is something very anti-black about telling a black man to cut their hair. Like, to cut their locks, to cut, that's, I don't care what nobody said. I was talking to this guy, and he had he's like, oh, like, I was going to get a haircut, and he thought that I was going to get my hair cut off. And he's like, oh, I'm just not a fan of locks. I don't get the need to tell somebody you're not a fan of their natural hair. I don't even, I saw somebody, a while back had that in their Tinder bio that, I'm not a fan of dreadheads. I'm like, y'all are anti-black as hell. Like, y'all are anti-black as hell. Like, how can someone's hair make you, I don't like the hair. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, and y'all be trying to disguise it as something else when it's like, oh, it's a preference that's rooted in anti-blackness. Hello? So folks like telling, like, cut the hair short, that's respectability, haircut. Oh, you're clean cut, you're professional. That's the look. Like, literally had a conversation with a friend who literally said that he was nervous about, you know, starting a new job with braids and stuff because he might not be taken serious. It's a real thing. So if men are dealing with it, what you think the hell women are dealing with? Like, there's whole, like, you know, there's whole articles and whole discussions about how black women and their hair is treated in the corporate world. Like, it's bad. I know it was real bad in the military, like how they used to just critique black women's hair. It's just, even like me having like my hair shaved, like my hair would grow back like this. And I can't shave my hair because of the way that my hair grows out of my skin. So if I shave it, like with these cheap razors and stuff, it's going to create razor bumps. So I was like, I'm not gonna keep doing that. I'm not gonna keep doing it for this. I ain't gonna be doing that. What does this mean? Can I still do my job? Can I still participate in imperialism? Like, hello? So, you know, people are asking Ja Morant to do that to clean up his image and all the other stuff. Like, they see him as a hoodlum. They see him as, you know, they see him as that. And they want to erase him. And I have so many thoughts about it. And I talked about it already in the video before. But they want him to play respectability. Now, interesting about this is John Morant has not harmed anybody, to my knowledge. Like, to my knowledge, there's not been any harm. Like, him with a gun, it's not causing anyone harm. Like, they want John Morant to be a quote-unquote role model. This man, this one black man being successful from playing basketball is not about to end poverty. Like, it's not about to end systematic racism and oppression. Like, it's just not going to. But they, maybe if, you know, if they saw more successful black men, then they'll get out the hood and do something with their lives. I'm just like, girl, no. Like, no. And so much energy from these corporations is being poured into, like, Nike has just snatched his shoe off of, you know, off their website. I think the NBA or the Grizzlies have, like, you know, suspended him or whatever. And it's just like so much has been put on him. More energy from these corporations and these big business folks than is being put into the politicians that are literally in charge of writing laws to make us safe. Like, hello? Like, there's a mass shooting every other week, every other day. Like, it's become to the point that it's the new normal. It is the new normal, to be honest. And nothing's being done about it. Like, so we're just like, we don't care about guns. Come on now. We don't care about it. Because if we really did, we'd be, like, writing laws and stuff to protect, like, if we really care. But it's all for show. And the show is anti-blackness. Like, it is. Now, John Morant, I got some words for you too, sister. Because you keep offering these half apologies. Like, what does it make, what sense does it make for you to keep apologizing and you keep doing the same thing? It's either you gonna leave the NBA and do your own thing, play with guns and live your best life, or you gonna play this game. Because, you know, essentially, I don't want to say it, but you're a slave. Like, you have to perform for the NBA. You're not free. Like, you have to perform and do the pomp and circumstance. You have to do stuff and be respectful for them. You're a rich slave. Like, that's what you are. And it's like, you can just leave that stuff and do your own thing. And if you're gonna be rebellious, be rebellious. But, like, you keep playing in the game. That's what pisses me off. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, you're not sorry. You're not sorry. You're like, and it's okay. You're not harming anybody. But I'm just like tired. I'm like tired, girl. You get in here, I'm you know, I'm doing better, and it's just like it's not. You're not doing a bad thing. And I'm not saying this is a fight that John Morant should be taking with the NBA, but it's like, girl, like, come on, sister. Like, it's just like, come on, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. And I don't know, but I want it to end quickly because it's becoming annoying. I'm tired of seeing the apologies. I'm tired of seeing the conversation. I'm just like, let this man, I just want to live. God protect me. So that's my thoughts on John Morant. I hope he figure it out. Like, I hope he get it together because it's just not really giving. Let's move on to this Anita Baker situation because I found this whole drama hilarious because I did not know Anita Baker was not liked like that. So Anita Baker, you know, she's on tour, she's doing her thing, and Babyface was supposed to perform at one of the concerts, and it's been rumored that, you know, there was stuff going on, causes people to be late. Anita Baker was late, and there was some stuff going on, and they was like, hey, like, girl, Anita Baker is not gonna cut her show short. So Babyface, you just gonna have to go. So Babyface was not able to perform. He posted on Instagram, he said, sorry to the fans, I won't be able to perform. And, you know, there was technical difficulties and all the other things, and Anita Baker still, you know, when she came out, she was late. She was late as hell. And the fans, the folks, they were pissed off. And Anita Baker tried to, like, oh, you know, what's going on today? I apologize to y'all. And there's been a running rumor that Anita Baker is, like, very nasty in person. Like, they said she is a diva, she's the worst. I didn't even know that her and Luther Vandross had beef. So all of the R&B legends, the female R&B legends, were throwing shade all in Babyface's comments and Instagram. And they wasn't shading Babyface, they was shading Anita Baker. Baby, they was tagging on Anita Baker's wig, baby. And I think it was disrespectful for Baby, like, to the audience and stuff. Like, You should have just cut your short and let Babyface come out there. How you gonna come late? How you gonna come late? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Now, Babyface did say he would never shade Anita Baker. I have too much love and respect for her, and I look forward to continuing the tour. I was just reiterating what the stagehand was saying following all of the tech difficulties. Of course, he's not gonna shade Anita Baker and all that other stuff, but they were pissed off. And a lot of folks were saying this is Anita Baker's fault. Like, you know, this is a running thing that has been like going on with her, and I'm not really surprised. She honestly, like, I don't know, something about her spirit just doesn't seem right. Like, something about her spirit, it just don't seem right. She just seems like she's full of it and full of herself. Like, it's just the girl's been saying it. The fact that all the girls saying the same thing about you, something is going on. Something might be there. So let's move on and talk about Daniel Penny. Daniel Penny is the white guy who unfortunately unalived the black man that was on the train in New York City, and you know, had him in a chokehold and all that other stuff. So he's been charged with second-degree murder and manslaughter. And his GoFundMe for his legal defense has raised like $1 million. Like $1 million. Like, you have now Republican politicians coming out and saying that the New York governor needs to pardon him. He ain't even been nothing yet. And he's like, oh, you need to pardon, y'all need to pardon him. And I'm just like, ooh, like the audacity of you thinking that a black man being irate or whatever on a train, because that's what was a potential hazard or like scaring people, whatever, make people uncomfortable, like you had to put him in a chokehold. Like, are you okay? Are you okay? And come to find out, they say that he was asking for food and resources and stuff. Like, and like, it's just, now he's like gone. His life is gone. Like, it's really disgusting. It's really disgusting, to be honest. And all of this could have been prevented had we taken care of folks who are dealing with mental health issues, if housing wasn't for profit. Like, all these things can be prevented, all of them. I've been watching a lot of videos on Second Thought. It's a YouTube channel. They've been talking about socialism. They've been talking about capitalism. Y'all know I love it. When I tell you, oh, girl, the videos be so good. The research, Second Thought, oh my God, be chewing. Like, if you want a real good in-depth analysis of, you know, socialism, capitalism, like, that's where it's at. That's Second Thought. Type it in, girl. Chewing. That white boy be chewing. He be chewing. And the videos just very good quality, really good analysis, and I just love it. But you know, for Daniel Penny to be able to raise that much money, and then this black man who is unhoused, who is now deceased, was not able to raise that much money. And honestly, I'm with some of the criticism of, like, where is this money going? Like, this money that Daniel Penny's family has raised, where is it going? Like, where is it going? Like, so many questions, so many things. Because if I was in that predicament, if I was, like, you know, unhoused, and, you know, had all of this stuff going on, I don't think I would want my money to go to folks, like, to my family and stuff. But it also depends, because, you know, they probably couldn't take him in because they didn't have the resources and stuff to take care of him. So is it their fault? It's just things to think about, because I've seen criticism about, like, where is all this money going? Like what happens to that? But yeah, that's a conversation. Let's talk about Doja Cat. Doja Cat been dragging the hell out of her fans recently. She's been trolling them. She's been eating them up. Talking about the last 2 albums that she did was a cash grab. She said these albums were like cash grab. Y'all fell into the pop sensation stuff. Y'all got it. That's what it is. I think what's going on with Doja Cat is about to enter an era where she feels comfortable. I don't think she's been comfortable with the straight hair, the straight wigs, and like the body, the booty, all of that. I think we first saw the beginning stages of that when she, you know, started to lose weight. I'm not critiquing Doja Cat's body and stuff, but I do think that was probably pushed on her to sell, to be this pop artist, to have this specific type of body to sell this specific type of music. And I feel like a lot of us were consuming it. A lot of us were consuming it. We were talking about her body heavily. I loved her last 2 albums. I love Planet Her, still listening to it. And I'm ready to consume more content or creativity from Doja Cat. I think she's a creative genius. I think she's very talented, and she is that girl. But I do think that, you know, she was pressured to make, you know, money for the label and stuff. I think now she's focused on making some real creative stuff, but I think she did have to perform and do things, and now she feels more comfortable. It's like, hey, I done made y'all some money, let me do my own thing. But girl, she said she's going through a purge with her audience and her fans and stuff. I'm just very curious if when that purge happens and if it is so big and like whatever, that she's not making the same amount of money, she's not getting the #1 singles, how she's gonna feel. Like, is it just gonna be about the creativity and doing what you wanna do? It's very hard to be making profit off of your creativity, like, because you have to mass produce it, like things come to play because it's profits and stuff. So I wonder, you know, is that something that Doja Cat is thinking about? But she's been dragging the hell out of her fans, and I've been kind of living for it a little bit because I feel like she's talking to a very specific group of folks. Donald Trump's whole town hall, a mess. CNN, I actually like watching CNN. But CNN, y'all been carrying. Like, y'all been carrying, y'all want to make money. Like, this is not entertainment. Y'all should have never invited Donald Trump to do a town hall from the very, very beginning. So for Anderson Cooper to get his ass on there and talk about something, y'all want to live in an echo chamber? Y'all gave this man an opportunity to speak. He has not changed. He is the same. Y'all don't care about what he got to say. Y'all care about the ratings and stuff y'all getting because y'all trying to compete with Fox and the other networks. Y'all just want profits. So stop trying to play us. Stop. Anderson Cooper, you should know better. Miss Vanderbilt, girl. But that's all I got. Tell me what y'all thought about all of the topics, all the things we talked about today. And until next time, talk y'all later. Bye.